Hello, welcome. Today is Succulent Unboxing Day. As you can see, I already unboxed them because these were not bought from some website. It actually was picked up from Home Depot. So I ran over to Home Depot today because I ran out of potting soil and I really needed to repot some of my indoor houseplants. And lo and behold, I was naturally drawn to the succulent section. Almost always when I go to Home Depot, I do check out the area. But today was the first time I actually found some succulents that had labels on them. It actually had names on them. And then on top, these succulents looked really good, as you can see. They were very healthy, and it looked like they just received it because none of them were falling down. They looked super healthy, and as you can see, this one, the color is just beautiful. It's actually almost black, the bottom leaves, and then you have some baby leaves coming out on the top. So this one is called Sedaveria Jet Beads. I've never seen these anywhere, and this is the very first time I've seen it. Never seen it in any kind of channels I followed, but I just thought that it was beautiful, and as you can see, it's so very healthy. Love the color. I'm really into dark succulents nowadays, so I picked this one up, and most of all, the price of this succulent was unbelievably affordable, if you ask me. Most of the time, Home Depot sells succulents, but it's usually in some sort of arrangement, and if it's in a single pot, almost always it does not tell you the name of the succulent. And as you can see, it is in a 2.5-inch pot. It's in great shape, and best of all, the price was amazing. I do believe this was only about $4.50. Okay, moving on to the next one. Now, this one is called a Trichodiadema densum, also known as miniature desert rose. I don't know how many of you guys have seen these, but I have seen this very plant in some of the channels that I follow, and I'm so ecstatic that I found this at Home Depot of all places. This also is in a 2.5-inch pot, and the ones that I've seen on the channels that I follow, I've seen them plant this succulent almost like I want to say, looks like what do you call those? A bonsai tree. So when they grow, they have these thick sort of roots that can get pretty thick, and like you'll see at the bottom of the trunk, it looks like a bonsai tree. So I mean, this is obviously a very small baby plant, but the ones I've seen, I mean, you have to pretty much raise them for a number of years to get it to that point. I'm not sure if I could get it to that point, but I certainly want to try. So when I saw this at Home Depot, I was like, oh yay, because the ones I've seen in websites, mostly I would say Etsy, they are more costly, and you always run the risk of the plant getting damaged in the shipment. So I'm always on the fence about ordering some plants. So I was really excited to see this one, and I am looking forward to potting this one now. Okay, moving on to the next one. Now this one is called Sedum burrito, also known as donkey's tail. So I think I had featured this in one of my previous videos. So I did buy one of these succulents in a 2-inch nursery pot, and it had like 3 branches, 3 stems. And it wasn't doing anything for the longest time. It still isn't doing anything. It's actually, I've tried repotting a couple of times. That didn't help, and I had just pulled it out of the pot and put it in my tray. Now it's living and it's looking fine, and it's still in my tray, but it just isn't doing anything. It's not growing. It's not dying. I mean, it dropped a bunch of leaves in one of the stems. So when I saw this, now this is in a 4-inch pot, and it only cost, I think it was like $5.50. I don't even know. I thought it was a great deal. I was like, I need to have this. So I naturally just grabbed it, and I said, look, I'm gonna make sure that I do a good job with this one. I'm sure it's not one body. I'm sure it's a bunch of different stems joint potted into this 4-inch plastic pot. But regardless, it's in great shape. It's really healthy and it's looking great. So I'm super excited about that, and I'm just so glad that I purchased. I went to Home Depot today because what a steal! At least I thought it was a steal. Now that I showed you all 3 of them, I'm gonna get ready and pot these up. Except I don't have any planters right now. I would have to wait a little bit. I'm just checking to see the condition of the pot and see how long they could stay in this plastic pot. For the most part, they look dry enough, except the donkey's tail. I realized when I pulled it out of the pot, it's looking pretty wet. So I am going to put it on this sort of terracotta dish, and I'm going to let it dry out completely before I pot it into a planter, because I know that these are pretty fresh right now and the leaves are very plump, so I don't want them falling off when I try to pot it into a pot, and I have to get all the soil off the roots. So wish me luck. I think that's it for today. I'll follow up with some repotting videos. Thanks for watching. Bye now.